Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a really powerful mental model, one that's designed to completely change how you solve problems and come up with new ideas. It's time to find the key. You know that feeling, right? You're staring down a problem, you're trying to innovate, but you just keep slamming into this invisible barrier. It feels like your mind is just plain stuck. Well, that feeling of being stuck is incredibly common. We can call it the thinking trap. And you know what? It's caused by the very way our brains are hardwired to work. See, our minds naturally love logical step-by-step reasoning. We go from A to B to C, all in a nice, neat, straight line. We call this vertical thinking. And look, it's fantastic for making an existing process better, but it is terrible for creating something brand new. It just keeps us trapped in the same old loops. But what if there was a key? A way to just smash right through that wall, escape the trap, and blaze a totally new trail? Well, there is, and it's called lateral thinking. So at its heart, lateral thinking is all about coming at problems from the side, indirectly. Imagine you're digging for treasure. Instead of just digging the same hole deeper and deeper, you move a few feet to the side and start digging in a completely fresh spot. It's all about exploration, not just execution. And this, right here, really gets to the core of it. Conventional thinking is vertical. It's always looking for that one right answer to refine what's already there. But lateral thinking, it moves sideways. It explores what could be. It's about generating a flood of new ideas and actively looking for new paths, even if they seem a little absurd at first. You know, we've all heard that phrase, think outside the box, a million times, right? It's almost a cliche. But lateral thinking isn't just some buzzword. It's the actual instruction manual for how you do it. Okay, this all sounds great in theory, but here's the most important question. How can you actually put this powerful tool to use, in your real life, at your job, or for your next big project? And that brings us to the really practical part of this explainer. Welcome to Section 3, your Lateral Toolkit. We're about to give you some concrete techniques you can start using, like, today. We're going to break down 3 really powerful techniques. First, we're going to challenge our assumptions by asking, what if? Second, we'll spark totally new connections by introducing a bit of randomness. And third, we'll structure our creativity with something called divergent thinking. Let's start with number 1, challenging assumptions. The whole goal here is to ask these provocative what-if questions. For example, what if a competitor with really deep pockets copied your product tomorrow? Whoa. Just thinking through that forces you to spot hidden weaknesses and new opportunities you would have totally missed otherwise. Okay, technique 2. This one feels a little strange at first, I'll admit, but it works like magic. You just introduce a random element. Seriously, pick a random word from a dictionary or just point to an object in the room. Let's use the word cloud. Now, you force your brain to connect cloud to your problem. Does that make you think of cloud computing, something fleeting, a silver lining? That little jolt of randomness is absolutely incredible for breaking you out of a rut. Our third technique is perfect for using lateral thinking in a group, without letting those awesome fragile ideas get shot down too early. It's a simple 3-step process. First, everyone goes off and generates ideas alone. That's diverging. Second, the group comes together and shares all of those ideas, no judgment allowed. Finally, and only then, do you converge. That's when you start analyzing and picking the best ones together. Now, there is one critical ingredient that makes all of these techniques 1,000 times better: diversity. If you want truly innovative ideas, you have to bring people with different backgrounds and perspectives to the table. The more varied the viewpoints, the richer your pool of creative solutions is going to be. Okay, let's bring this all home and make it stick. It's time to put this stuff into action. Section 4, think differently, starting now. So, what's the big takeaway here? Lateral thinking isn't just some fun little exercise. It's a tool that gives you the power to find genuinely innovative solutions. It's a proven method to break free from that rigid thinking, to generate way more creative options. And best of all, it works with your analytical skills, not against them, to make your problem-solving abilities truly complete. So, Remember that wall we talked about at the very beginning? Well, you are now holding the key. You have a practical toolkit to smash right through it and unlock your most creative and powerful solutions.
And that brings us to our final question for you. Think about the challenges you're facing right now, maybe at work or in your life. With these new tools in your back pocket, what problem are you going to solve first?